Okay, so I've just had a message from Isaac, and after waiting only really a few weeks for it to arrive, but in theory actually a few months for me to save the money to purchase it, my air ride kit for the Ae86 has finally arrived. So I'm going to head off to Isaac's now, and yeah, let's go and see what I've bought. Okay, so that's all of it. It's been opened previously by Isaac, just to have a look over and make sure that it's all there. So yeah, I'll get it all unboxed, I'll have a look, and I'll show you what's included in the kit. Okay, so first of all, I assume this is going to be the tank, which it is. So you get two of these, which I assume the tank sits on. And two of the clamps, which obviously goes around the tank, and I would imagine gets bolted to these fixings just here. Okay, so this is a 3-gallon tank, which is what was recommended by Isaac. He runs this size tank in his Mark 1 MX-5. So yeah, gonna have fun trying to fit this. So I assume that clamps like that, and these will, yeah, that clamp is like that. It comes in like a brushed aluminium effect. I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to paint this or polish it or leave it as is. I'm not quite sure. So yeah, that's the tank. No fixings. I'm not quite sure if this set, or this kit, sorry, actually comes with all of the fittings, or you have to buy some yourself. I'm not quite sure. A friend of mine has recently fitted this kit to another old Toyota, which is owned by his wife, and he recommended to get other fittings. So that might be what I need to do. So this looks to be the compressor. So this is a super silent compressor. I only went for the one, and that should be more than enough to charge the tank for the amount of times that I'll actually use the air ride system. The main reason I wanted air ride for this car was mainly to get over speed bumps, because the car only runs 13-inch wheels. Where I live in the UK, roads are very much cambered. They're a little bit potholed, sunken drains, etc. And the speed bumps seem to be the size of Mount Everest. So this is really going to come in handy, this kit. And I need to thank Isaac, and actually did me a great sponsorship deal on this kit. And he's always looked after me, so I really do appreciate that. Get a spare filter element, and I assume that's the filter there. Okay, so user manual. I'm definitely going to need this. The harness. I imagine this is to power the remote and yeah, some other bits and pieces. So we've got some fittings just here. Got an antenna, not quite sure what that's for just yet, and 12 volt power lead. Okay, so I assume that this is going to be, yes, the remote. Quite thick, I made out of aluminium. Actually really nice quality. So yeah, I imagine there's a lead, which I've got to charge that. So that's the remote. This is what you get. Get a relay, some exhaust filters, I assume an air sensor, and the main manifold block there, which is what all the four-way bits and pieces will plug into to control each airbag. And that is it in that box. And the final box. Okay, so there's actually more fittings in here. You've got two 90-degree elbows, you've got a straight connector there and there, and I can just see, yes, there are some O-rings, which is what produces the seal for these. So these were made for me. So I have purchased a new set of BCRA coilovers. I've had them for about a year. So I'm going to be doing bag over coil. So all these measurements, the type of thread, this size hole here, is all custom for my my BCRAs. Smells like new tyres. So yeah, the little rubber O-rings, don't know if you guys can see that. That sits on top of the stanchion of the coilover, and it will seal the bottom end. So yeah, nice job. That's the other one. These are the rears, all custom made for an Ae86. Have to bolt a hole and that'll bolt to the rear axle. So yeah, I am waiting at the moment on a pair of shocks, rear shocks. They didn't come with the kit, so need to wait a couple of weeks and hopefully they'll arrive. But otherwise, that is the contents of an Airmext Ae86 air ride kit. Okay, so another package. Also, big thanks to Paul, a friend of mine, who managed to get me a collection of these fittings. So I've got some air regulators here, so I can slow down or speed up how fast the car goes up and down. Some 90-degree fittings, and these, which I've never seen before. These are bulkhead fittings, so I can have pipe underneath the car and in the boot without having the physical pipe going through the boot floor, so that's a good idea. Got two lengths of those. Some straight fittings. I'm going for a 1/4 NPT thread. These I've noticed for the front airbags are a little bit smaller. Okay, so only charge dubs. This is who I was recommended for parts. So the kit for the Ae86 doesn't actually come with everything you require. So I've had to order, I've got 60 foot of nylon line. I've gone for 6mm. So that doesn't come with the kit, so I need to buy that separately. I've gone for a water trap. This is optional, you don't have to go for this, but I wanted to go for the water trap, so I've ordered one of those. and a couple of fittings. So these are required for the water trap, because the water trap is 3/8 MPT, whereas everything else is a 1/4 inch. So these are just adapters to allow me to get the 1/4 inch into the water trap. And these things. So these are the pillow ball mounts which I require, so my top mounts can sit on top of the airbag. I could have modified the ones that came with the BC coilovers, but I didn't really want to have to do that. And these were so cheap. These were about £5 each. So I got these. And with thanks from a friend at work, he managed to machine these little spacers for me. So I just felt that with these on top of the airbag, the top mount was just ever so slightly too close for my liking. So he produced these spacers for me, which allows them just to sit 2.5mm higher, which replicates roughly the height of what the top mounts fit on the BC coilovers as a standard coilover. So yeah, these are the extra bits which you require. So yeah, all this together was about an extra £100. These are the other bits that you also require for your air ride kit if you're buying the Airmext. I imagine some kits that you can buy, there's companies like Bags, Airlift, and other companies such as those. They may come with all the extras, or they offer you these extras, but with my kit it wasn't, so I had to buy these individually. Okay, so that should be everything that I require for the car. So that should be a complete kit now, fingers crossed. Then the next video, I'm hoping to lay it all out, test the kit, make sure it works, and then I'll do a video of me installing it to the car. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and hope to catch you in the next video.